Now, from CBS News Miami, this is a Taste of the Town special, the best of 2024. Here's Lisa Petrillo.
Welcome and happy Thanksgiving. This holiday is all about food and family. So Thanksgiving is the perfect day to share with you some of 2024's best Taste of the Towns. For the next half hour, we'll be here in the kitchen at FIU's Chaplin School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. In the background, you might notice some students busy at work, learning the skills they need to be future chefs, foodies, and restaurateurs. All right, so let's get started, right? Our first tasting takes us to a beloved and iconic South Florida institution, Flanigan's. Its roots go back decades, family run then and now. Meet Patrick, Michael, and Jimmy, the three brothers of the large Flanigan family, the name behind the renowned South Florida restaurant brand that originated in 1959 first as a liquor store. Founded by the late Joe Flanigan, affectionately known as Big Daddy, the family legacy continues with look-alike son Michael leading us on an exclusive tour.
Everybody called him Big Daddy. I don't care if you were older than him, younger than him. He was bigger than life.
In the mid-'80s, Big Daddy transformed Flanigan's from liquor stores and lounges into a family-run restaurant now with 24 locations. Today, we're in the Flanigan Museum Room, adjacent to the bustling Flanigan's Loggerhead restaurant in Coconut Grove, the first in Miami and the busiest.
Or the Loggerhead is the most incredible place. It does 600,000 covers a year. If you know Joe's Stone Crab, they do 450. So the place just goes all out till 5 in the morning.
Throughout every Flanigan's, walls adorned with pictures from the family's legendary fishing trips tell the story of Big Daddy's vision for a community-centered restaurant. Affordable pricing and creating a comfortable space for everyone were at the forefront.
That was always the most important thing to us, is that my dad always wanted butts and seats, so he priced it that way.
So began the meal deals here at the restaurant that Flanigan's are famous for, and all the perks, like the legendary free green cups if you buy any soda or drink.
I've been approached by people who tell me about the problems they have with their wives because they have over 200 of these in their truck.
And the fully loaded nachos.
We get Mexican Monday, we give this free order of nachos with your first pitcher of beer.
Free?
And free. Completely free, and it can feed 4 people, hungry people.
I mean, nachos and beer. I'm happy.
And finally, a true Flanigan's favorite, a full rack of Danish baby back ribs, served here with curly fries. Michael reveals the secret, honey in the sauce.
These are classic and why the longevity of this restaurant stands where it is today.
There are dozens of Flanigan's across South Florida, but our food scene is also peppered with hidden gems. Edon Bistro brings a taste of the Basque country to downtown North Miami. But first, we head to Awash Ethiopian, where rich cuisine is served up country style. Welcome to Awash Ethiopian restaurant in Miami Gardens, where the bonds of family and the flavors of Ethiopia come together to create a unique dining experience. Mom Ika, who's head chef, works along with her daughters, 24-year-old Merwa and 25-year-old Manar, who both work front of the house.
So working your entire family, like you even have aunts working in the kitchen.
Yeah, you know, we're all one, we're a community, so we like to help each other out. So yeah, we're blessed to be able to work together.
Awash, named after a river in Ethiopia, opened about 6.5 years ago and is all about authenticity. These small tables with baskets called masabs are all about communal dining.
So traditionally you eat everything together. In Ethiopia, it's all about, you know, sharing the meal. So once you open it, it's like a big circle, as you can see right there. And so usually in, you know, other traditions, you kind of have your own plate, but in Ethiopian tradition, you share everything together. You will also give each other bites of food.
In the kitchen, Mom's whipping up the traditional Taste of Awash platter served up on the trusty masab. On the outer rim, it's all the veggie delights like collard greens, chickpea powder, yellow split peas, red lentils, and more. In the center, it's a hearty mix of beef stew, shrimp, and chicken. It starts with injera, a healthy, spongy bread made with quinoa that doubles as your edible fork. Just tear off a piece and dive right in.
And then you're just going to dig in.
My goodness.
I'm immediately into it.
So eating with your hands is tradition there.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like the earth.
Exactly, and it tastes better.
Bite after bite, the shrimp, the vegetables, the beef.
Meat is super tender and juicy.
It is.
Everything is an explosion of flavors, heat, and experience.
I do love that it's an adventure that's taken me to somewhere I've never been before.
Exactly.
Tucked away in the corner of 125th Street and Northeast 6th Avenue in North Miami, Edon Bistro defies expectations. Don't be fooled by its simple, clean, and casual 36-seat space. This unassuming spot, open for lunch, brunch, and dinner, delivers a fine dining experience without the pretension.
Edon Bistro is the mastermind of 29-year-old Spanish-born chef Aitor Garate, along with his wife, Elisa.
Yeah, she takes care of the money and I spend the money.
He also serves and is the restaurant's expert sommelier. In the kitchen, Chef Aitor prepares our tasting menu, showcasing his passion for native Basque cuisine with Peruvian influences from his wife. He explains the concept.
It's based in small dishes to share in the table, so it's very fun to come like 3 or 4 people and enjoy like a lot of stuff in the menu.
Tell me about really kind of introducing this food to some people that don't know it.
It's composed by simple ingredients, fresh, and no too much spices and dressings.
Keeping it simple.
That's true.
Simple to him, but there's nothing easy about this beautifully plated smoked corn and fresh blue crab dish. And then when you eat it, it's just as wonderful on the inside because it is, I would say, treat for the eyes and the palate. That works.
Thank you.
We try the deliciously fresh and elegant salmon tartare with roasted fennel puree before diving into Chef's grilled lamb chops with cauliflower puree. These are so tender, seared perfectly. And finally, perfection in this Basque-style creamy, dreamy cheesecake. I am not gonna lie, that is the best cheesecake I've ever had in my life. I said it when I was here for dinner and discovered this place, and I'm gonna say it again. Don't miss the cheesecake.
And it's worth saying again, don't miss the cheesecake. Well, you know, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, this town has got you covered. Family-friendly El Bagel, which began as a food truck pop-up, is a great way to start the day. But first, satisfy your food cravings from late morning until late night at Baoshi Food Hall, a testament to family heritage.
Welcome to Baoshi Food Hall and Bar, now officially in the heart of Pembroke Pines. This innovative Asian food hall, bar, and market promises an immersive culinary experience.
It started back in 2015 when my parents opened their restaurant. Back then it was Gold Marquez, and we were serving Cantonese cuisine. Fast forward a little, just recently, about 2 years ago, they decided to retire, and so I made this into a food hall.
The result? A specially curated food hall featuring 5 Asian food concepts, including Gold Marquez, his family's original spot. There's dining inside and out, as well as a full bar specializing in creative cocktails like this gemstone teeny with ichis. First stop, the kitchen at Temple Street Eatery, a second outpost for the restaurant, which originated in Fort Lauderdale, known for its Latin Asian fusion cuisine. Co-owner Diego Ng, born in Venezuela and raised in Pembroke Pines, explained their concept of global Chino-Latino food.
We do a lot of street food from either it is China, Japan, Korea, Vietnamese. So we give an ode to all different cultures, and we want to kind of like showcase that here in South Florida.
Here they prepare the intricate Godzilla ramen, a bowl of joy with ropa vieja, noodles, scallions, bean sprouts, pork, fish broth, and more. It's everything and then some, and so delicious. Next, we sample classics from the original Gold Marquez, including a beautifully plated pineapple shrimp fried rice and a dim sum platter with veggie spring rolls and an assortment of delicious dumplings. A crazy comfort food. It's just like warm and just inviting. And finally, pure decadence with a mind-blowing matcha vanilla boba waffle from Boba Street Cafe, topped with caramel and the kitchen sink. This is a monster, and it's wonderful and delicious, sweet, indulgent. Can you just leave me here all day with this? If you haven't heard about El Bagel, you can thank me later. It's the brainchild of Madison Coach and Simon Casado, and it's not just another bagel joint. It was Madison's own cravings that led to the birth of this hotspot.
When I started, I used to be an urban planner and kind of just started this to fill a void from my own self. I just wanted a bagel spot I could swing by with my girlfriend and grab a good bagel, and so we had to do it ourselves.
And did it themselves they did. The Mimo location opened its doors in 2020 and word spread like wildfire. With limited seating outside, hungry customers flocked in large numbers for their hand-rolled fresh bagel sandwiches for takeout.
Yeah, I mean, the bagels are not only made with a lot of love, but a lot of labor. We got a team of bakers that get in here very early in the morning and start mixing and baking. The bagels are made fresh every morning. They're cold fermented. It's about a 3-day process to get to the end result.
Between their Mimo and new Coconut Grove location, El Bagel churns out about 3,000 bagels a day and almost always sells out. And people come in from everywhere. It's a bagel-loving community.
It's really an amazing thing to have a place where just everyone comes by, all classes, all people because it's just an approachable product.
And that's what community is all about.
Yeah.
That's amazing. We begin with their signature lox supreme that boasts locally smoked salmon, tomato, cucumber, pickled onions, dill, and capers, all nestled in their extra special bagel. The first thing you said is the bagels are made with a lot of love. You can kind of feel that because it is an extra special bagel. Next, the delicious and healthy Avo Spesh, short for avocado special. It's made with freshly smashed avocado, cream cheese, watermelon radish, sprouts, chives, and some sea salt. Then it's the El Bagel Mac Daddy, known as the BEC, or bacon, egg, and cheese. It's 2 fried eggs, a couple of slices of American cheese, and some thick-cut bacon.
I want it to be the ultimate hangover morning sandwich.
Okay, who knew? In any event, you can't beat starting the day with a delicious breakfast. Up next, 2 restaurants that came to be because each owner had a similar vision.
I waited 25 years to come back and open something in my alma mater, in the town of my alma mater.
Like, it's so important to remember where you come from and why you're here and the people that live here, and it's all part of it.
This CBS News Miami special, Taste of the Town, the best of 2024. We'll be back right after this. You're watching a CBS News Miami special, Taste of the Town, the best of 2024. Once again, here's Lisa Petrillo.
Welcome back from FIU's Chaplin School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. We're out of the kitchen and into the wine cellar with good reason. Sweet Liberty might draw you in for the drinks and the music, but you will stay for the food. But first, check out a new hotspot that's brewing up something special. In the heart of Little River, a culinary gem is making waves. Off-site Nano Brewery and Kitchen, founded by friends Steve Santana and Adam Darnell, is bringing a unique blend of craft beer and elevated American classics to the neighborhood.
We kind of split it, so I do the food and he did all the beer and the bar stuff. So the brewery system, the brewing, the beer, that's all Adam. And then I took over the food part.
The look is clean and industrial, with a long bar and open kitchen, and even features some funky family trinkets on the walls. Steve says they're thrilled about being a part of this fast-growing food scene here in Little River.
I think Wynwood kind of squeezed out a lot of the little local guys, including the bar that we started at.
We begin with Offsite's flagship brew, their Super Good Lager.
It's my kind of beer. It's light.
This is my kind of beer too. This is just light, crispy, refreshing. I call it beer-flavored beer.
Our food frenzy starts with a custom-made Chicago-style hot dog with neon relish, onions, mustard, tomato, pickles, sports pepper, and celery.
So I was a little worried. It's got the whole kitchen sink on it, but I love it. Like you said, it's a garden.
Next, we try the house-smoked pastrami Reuben, a tasty and towering sandwich topped with sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, and house-made sauce. The Super Good Chicken Sandwich lives up to its name. Made with a buttermilk-battered chicken thigh, it's served with crisp lettuce, tangy pickles, and a secret sauce.
There's so much crunch, but there's so much juice in the middle, and the soft bread, and then that slaw on the top is incredible.
We end with Offsite's reimagining of the McRib.
By the way, it has heft.
I think it's about half a pound.
It's smoked short ribs, sticky barbecue sauce, pickles, and onions on a hoagie roll.
If you're hungry, come for the McRib. Don't go to the other place. This is the real deal.
Chef Michelle Bernstein is in her element at Sweet Liberty on Miami Beach, crafting her latest New Orleans-style brunch menu at this popular bar and restaurant. Juggling multiple projects with her husband and business partner David Martinez, Michelle and her team have a goal, and it's clear to see.
Pursue happiness is our everything.
Born and raised in Miami, Chef Mishi, as she's affectionately known, is a trailblazer, blending vibrant Latin flavors with standout ingredients.
Like, it's so important to remember where you come from and why you're here and the people that live here, and it's all part of it.
Sweet Liberty is famous for their award-winning cocktails, such as this rum and fresh fruit juice drink called the Hurricane.
I can feel the wind right now going through me.
Wow. And delicious American food in a fun and funky setting.
This is a neighborhood joint where you come in, you listen to amazing music, and you become friends with whoever sits next to you.
Our tasting begins with the classic Sweet Liberty burger. It's double patties with onion rings, house-made pickles, American cheese, lettuce, tomato, fried onions, and a special sauce. Served with amazing skinny, crunchy fries.
The crunches, the homemade pickles, the fact that the meat is cooked perfectly. It's an incredible burger. Prepare yourselves. And don't miss the French fries.
Next up, the New Orleans-inspired brunchy banana Foster pancakes, deglazed with rum, banana creme anglaise, and topped with candied pecans.
I mean, that is a dessert pancake, bar none.
It is. It is.
This is just so much going on, and it is just awesome.
Finally, the Big Easy Eggs Benedict with creamy grits and andouille sausage.
There's a little kick, but not too
But
much.
ever so slightly. Yeah.
And this is New Orleans right here. This takes me there.
Doesn't it?
Food, drink, and even dancing. You can't beat that. You also can't beat Casadonna if you have a special occasion you want to make memorable. Authentic barbecue can be memorable too. See how one restaurant's food is connecting them with the community they serve.
It's smoking hot, real Texas barbecue all the time at the all-new B&D Trap BBQ in the Sistrunk corridor of Fort Lauderdale. But what's in the name?
So the B&D starts for barbecue and daiquiri, and we like to say trap because we like to think of this as a place to where you come and you're trapped because the food is so good and you've eaten so much.
I love that. You're trapped here to eat.
That's it. You can't go anywhere.
The restaurant is open for dine-in, dine-out on picnic tables with large overhead fans, and takeout. B&D Trap BBQ is all about community.
100%. So, you know, the Sistrunk area has a very deep and rich history. We make sure to hire specifically from the community. We want to be a business that's known for being involved with the community, giving back to the community. And what we want to bring is that World Texas flavor to the Sistrunk community.
Helmed by famed pitmaster Orel Young, he and his staff are all about creating authenticity, and it's been paying off every day.
You know, we're starting to already get our regulars, you know, people that you can recognize by their face and by their name. And to me, you know, if we have the people that live in the hyper-local community, then we're gonna be successful no matter what.
First, the slow-smoked brisket.
I'm not gonna share the secret with you.
No.
But after we season it, we throw it in the smoker for about 10 to 12 hours.
It's delicate. You know, we're at this barbecue place, we're outside, but this is really delicate, really juicy meat. Perfect amount of seasoning on that.
Next are special spare ribs.
I'm obsessed with this because it's really tender and wonderful.
We try the sweet and savory jalapeno cheese sausage and the amazing and decadent mac and cheese before moving on to the half-roasted chicken.
You really could be in Austin, Texas right now having barbecue. It is that good. It is excellent.
The grand opening last October set the tone for what has become Miami's hottest spot, Casadonna. Located in Edgewater, this glamorous waterfront destination spans 20,000 square feet of indoor, outdoor, and bar seating. It's the brainchild of Miami's own David Grutman of Groot Hospitality and Noah Tepperberg from Tao Group Hospitality. Best friends for 25 years, Casadonna marks their first venture together, a homecoming for Noah, who's a University of Miami grad.
I waited 25 years to come back and open something in my alma mater, in the town of my alma mater. As a New Yorker, Miami is like a second home, but it definitely was a great homecoming to come back after all these years, and what a way to arrive on a gilded chariot like Casadonna.
The landmark building was formerly the Miami Women's Club.
Yeah, I mean, the bones to this space was unbelievable. You're sitting in what used to be a parking lot, and something that took us 7 years to do.
Casadonna is now reaping the rewards. Reservations are hard to come by, a testament to the vision these entrepreneurs shared from day one.
I mean, it's a scene.
It's sexy.
At our table is a plethora of plates highlighting Casadonna's special coastal Italian-style cuisine. We begin with tuna tartare with tomato conserva topped with caviar.
Some truffle creme fraiche, and then it's topped with caviar.
What could go wrong with that? We try a delicious fish called orata acquapazza, stuffed with shrimp, clams, fennel, and basil. Then an out-of-this-world spaghetti nero with lobster, shrimp, and clams. Finally, campanelli bolognese, homemade pasta with whipped ricotta cheese. The texture of the pasta is perfect, al dente, not overcooked, and that meat gives it just kind of like a warm hug.
It's like a warm explosion of flavor.
Hope you save room for dessert, because when we come back, we're heading to a family-owned Cuban bakery that's a slice of Miami history.
That's next, when this CBS News Miami special, Taste of the Town, the best of 2024, continues. This is a CBS News Miami special, Taste of the Town, the best of 2024. Here's Lisa Petrillo.
Welcome back. Our last two stops have a lot in common. Besides good food, they are cherished gems. The family-owned Vicky Bakery is a sweet success story decades in the making. But first, how a woman's touch makes Call Me Gaby so special.
Whether you're a local or a visitor, stepping into Call Me Gaby, nestled in the South of Fifth neighborhood on South Beach, feels like a world away. This vibrant eatery, radiating a European flair, has been a cherished gem of South Beach for 7 years. Owner Kathy Arrighi, who hails from both French and Vietnamese descent, chose the name Call Me Gaby with a heartfelt reason in mind.
So Gaby is a name that I love, and I wish that my parents would have called me Gaby.
With its inviting indoor and outdoor dining areas adorned with colorful pillows, eclectic trinkets, and classic vintage photographs, Call Me Gaby is a charming daytime spot. When the sun sets, the vibe transforms into that of a sexy and intimate Italian bistro.
It has a feminine, European,
absolutely.
colorful vibe.
Yes.
So a woman's touch is in this.
Yes, absolutely. When we took over this place, I feel like it has to be like a house, a home. And
it feels like that.
Yes.
The menu is coastal Italian. The chefs take pride in their use of high-quality ingredients made fresh daily. We begin with 2 incredible starters. The watermelon salad is zesty and refreshing with diced watermelon, goat cheese, mint, lemon zest, pistachio crumble, and olive oil. Next, the Belgium endive salad with caramelized pecan, apple, Roquefort cheese, and apple cider vinegar dressing.
This could be my favorite endive salad ever.
The pizzas at Call Me Gaby are named after women and are renowned for their light, clean flavors thanks to a dough made with 70% water. We try the Carla, topped with a blend of cheeses and savory mortadella.
You just told me that the dough is super light.
Yes.
The stracciatella cheese, which is my favorite, and the mortadella perfectly just thin. Little taste of pesto on top.
Yes.
This is amazing pizza.
As is the house-made fiocchetti pasta filled with Parmigiano-Reggiano cheese, caramelized pear with a sage butter sauce.
A mix with sweet and salty.
Perfect amount of texture with the al dente part of that pasta, the wonderful cheese and a little bit of garlic, and then the sweet pear.
Step into a piece of Miami history at Vicky Bakery in Hialeah. What started out as a single family-owned store has blossomed into a Cuban pastry empire with 25 locations stretching from Homestead to Orlando. An array of authentic Cuban treats displayed in the glass cases greet you upon arrival. Carmen Oramos and her husband Fernando run this original location. Carmen was here even before she was born.
This was the first location all those years ago, right?
Correct.
Tell everybody how many years ago and where were you at the time?
52 years ago, I was in my mom's belly when they opened the doors.
Carmen's parents, Antonio and Gelacia, fled Cuba as political exiles and worked countless jobs until they could buy this bakery. Now 3 generations deep, the family legacy continues, with Carmen, her siblings, and their children all part of the business.
But to tell you the truth, the real thing is our customers. It's like family.
That loyal customer base includes longtime customers like Lily Martinez.
Best in town.
You've been coming for years?
Oh my God, since I was a little girl.
Now let's explore some of the Cuban classics that have made Vicky Bakery a South Florida institution.
So one of our most popular items are the guava pastelito.
This is like crispy, flaky, light crust with that golden sweet on the inside. Perfect.
Next, their iconic Cuban sandwich, a perfect harmony of ham, roasted pork, pickles, and Swiss cheese pressed to perfection on fresh Cuban bread.
So there's a reason why Cuban sandwiches are so famous, and you do it so right here.
And then there's the crown jewel of Cuban comfort food, Antonio's legendary ham croquetas.
These are delicious, light, fluffy, the perfect amount of salt. Excellent.
Thank you.
You can check out my Taste of the Town profiles right here on CBS News Miami and the CBS News Miami stream. You can find it on the CBS News app and Pluto TV, or you can head over to our website, cbsmiami.com/tasteofthetown. I hope you enjoyed Taste of the Town, the best of 2024. My list for next year is growing. So many great restaurants with special stories to share of the people who bring them to life. I can't wait to give you a Taste of the Town again in 2025. Thank you for joining us, everybody. I'm Lisa Petrillo.